Well, welcome to the second episode, I guess, of this really check to see how City Skylines performing right now, and also how easy is easy. Well, look at this. It's all looking pretty sweet. I mean, I've not done any detail or anything like that, and that's not really the thing here. It's really to test out the game and give it a good stress test. Which I have done for a few hours. So I've done a little bit offline from the last episode, but not much. We got some traffic problems, as you can expect. Let's see if we can do any fixes on that. Perhaps add a roundabout in here. But yeah, I mean, my view right now is easy mode is a little too easy. And I thought the normal mode, which we'll check, we will check that out, but the normal mode, which was how City Skylines moved towards, because people complained it was too easy, which it was, it's a bit too restrictive as well, so it sort of needs a bit of a middle ground, but let's see. I mean, I'm going to add some parking lots here just to see if I can, you know, encourage people to park in a parking lot rather than on the street. I haven't looked a lot into mods right now. I mean, I've got a few going, but I haven't touched the road building mod, which, by the way, has a slight problem right now in the fact that if you edit a road, it generally crashes to desktop. I've had that a couple of times, so I've not done a lot of that. It's still a great mod. Obviously, the changes have affected it a little, the latest update. So, and it does work. It just means you can't really change anything unless you're risking a drop to desktop. So yeah, that's not going to fit in there, is it? That's not going to fit in there without taking some houses with it. Let's see if a tiny parking lot. Is it? That might. Yeah. Well, that's better. And these others? I don't think so. It'll be way too big, won't it? Yeah. I could go for this, actually. A bit of a biking lot along with a small parking lot, perhaps. Let's try that. What will that do? It's a bit over the edge. Looks all right together, though, but what if I move this across the way here and then move this a little bit in the middle? There you go. That looks better. Some things this game has, which I like in vanilla. One is parking. The road tool is superb compared to you know what it was. I think the zoning still has some issues. You have to really play about sometimes. Sometimes I don't bother and it is what it is. But then again, I mean, I suppose it's one of those things. Computer just has to make an assumption, or the game has to make an assumption, which side you want the zoning to be prioritized, and it generally goes on a first come, first served basis. So the road you put down first, it will prioritize. So you do have to think about how you want a zone. It just, it just needs that zone killer. I haven't got one. I'm sure there's a mod that's available for this. But it just should be on. It should be a vanilla thing because it was added late on, albeit, to City Skylines 1, where we could choose to switch off zoning on certain sides of a road, which would end all our problems. Really, all right, you've got to get it really flat, and you've got to get it really exact, But then that's what these, options are for in the tool itself. But it would make it a lot easier if it would just give us that, ability to turn zoning off one side of the road or both, or, depending on whatever you wanted. And that's why I like the road building mod, because that does give you the option. I can't remember if it gives you a full option or whether it's zoning. I think it gives you a zone off type of option. So you don't get the one-sided thing. But I'm just going to give academic area here just a little bit of a parking. If I also put in this one here, no, it won't go there, won't go there. Yeah, it won't go here though. Yeah, should fit in nice there. A bit of under overground parking there. But one thing I will say about this easy mode is that it's easy. I mean, at the end of the day, it gives you too many options. It gives you too many rewards for less. So it's great if you want to build up fast. But sometimes that build up fast makes you push along too fast, if that makes any sense. So you don't tighten up your infrastructure as you go along, and that's what I've noticed. Hey, I've got that, let's put it in. Money's still a problem. I mean, I'm running, just shy of 500k. You do get a lot more in easy mode, a lot quicker. And I guess I just need to let it sit for a while and cook. Then it will build up my bank account to a few million. But the thing is, it's this tiling what takes a fortune to buy. I'm not sure I like that, where it's so expensive to buy these zones. It's just a bit frustrating, really. But we do have mods, 529 tiles to do, to change that. So I suppose there is that, but it's just a lot of money. So even in easy mode, you'll still struggle a little bit to expand. But for the actual milestones, I mean, I'm already sitting at 13. I've stopped looking at what I can add next, sort of thing. I just need to. Where's that not worked? So I just need to move it just to get that butt up there. Okay, click on it. Okay, try and click the single mode. There you go. Just butt it up right to the end there, so it just looks a bit better. Yeah, it looks all right. That it's missing a load of detailing, which I've not done yet, and I'm not sure I will do on this save. Like I say, it's just one of those, will it or won't it work type of deals. And overall, I've been really happy. It's been really, really stable. Like I said, the only issue I've ever had is when a particular mod, like Road Builder, for example, has that has that issue. Well, I don't think I want a road though. I want a path. So, excuse me. So yeah, I do think it's definitely playable. It's definitely a lot more fun now. It's got a lot more options, and I haven't got all my regional packs installed because we do get some floating signage in. There's a lot of traffic on there, isn't there? We do get some floating signage issues with some of the packs, so I took them all out for now, and I'll start to introduce them back slowly but surely. CO haven't come quite quick with any hot fixes, although I will say that all of a sudden my boot up time is greatly reduced, and there's been no changes to the computer, no changes to the internal software or external software to the game. So the only thing I can assume is that some of the mods I have got have been updated, and that's made it a little quicker. But I mean considerably quicker. I mean sometimes it would take 5 minutes for it to load up. Now it's less than a minute. So it is getting there, I think, and we've all got to remember that the mods is still in beta mode, so it's not it's not really, you know, fully developed as yet. It is easier perhaps to do it in game than to have to go to Steam. I mean, a lot of people want it on Steam because that's what they're used to. But it's not too much of a bad system. I just wish it was just a little. I wonder why that's condemned. But yeah, it's not a great. I mean, being on Steam is not a great solution. At least in here, it's a bit more robust, and you're a bit more, security conscious, I guess, or feel a bit more security safer with it being checked by Paradox first. That's why. I should fix it. It was just the path what had taken out the zoning, because the only problem is once you take a path out for whatever reason, then it resets your zoning, which it sort of shouldn't, but that's another something. But it's looking pretty good, the game. Like I say, it's been really, really stable. I don't have a monster setup, so... Alright, I built out a little bit here, so... Just to expand out, I mean, what am I looking at? Just over 10,000 people. So let's get some more row houses in here, I think. Oh, the actions have done that. The thing is, if you do the edges, there's a chance that you could actually get these row houses going the wrong way, and it just screws your thingy up. So it's better just to let it fill in first in the middle, and then just zone in the edges once they start getting built, like so. Excellent. So now we can fill in the edges. Fill in both of them sides. Excellent. All right, let's do the same on these two. Lots of demand, as you would expect. Should be enough there, so that's filled in. and there. Right, the rest we're just going to put in our low residential. I'm going to put that in any which way but loose. Not too bothered which direction they come at. Again, this is just filling up the demand and getting more Sims into the city. So, college there. This, I mean, I've brought in this yard here, and to be honest, it's a bit of a pain being so close. But it's as far away I can get from the city because I want to look to bring in trains, and I need to get this rail yard in. So yeah, it's not in an ideal spot. I wouldn't have it this close, to be fair. See, can't even put a roundabout in. Hey ho. Where am I gonna go here? Do you know what? Let's just put it at the end here. I'll roundabout in there. It's all looking pretty good. I mean, there's a huge area that I've yet to populate, so I've got plenty of growth here. So let's add a bit more. Let's join our college area. There you go. That should look all right. Yeah, do. And let's do the same thing on the other side. So I'm just wondering actually if we've got a huge area there. All right, let's bring this down a little bit. Put it back onto straight mode. I do love these tools. I think they're excellent. Okay, let's go this direction, I think. Get it to 90. Yeah, looks all right. And we're just building this up, just reducing the demand that we've got. We're obviously growing, and I've noticed my thing is going down right now, so I must be pretty struggling when it comes down to number of houses and opportunities. So one thing I have noticed on the game, there seems to be a lot of people leaving. But I mean, literally walking out the city, which is a bit bizarre. And that's straight. Put a bit of a bend in here. Excellent. Have some shopping areas in there, I think. Quite a bit of demand for that. I'll put a bit of mixed. Two birds with one stone and all that. Put a little bit in there too. So I think we're looking pretty good. So yeah, a bit of a jam here. Well, let's get a roundabout and see if that improves it. Roundabouts are only a temporary thing, really. Once your traffic is so high, they're not going to improve the blocking. You need to do that with road hierarchy. So, but there's a lot of traffic coming in, but that's because I've done a lot of building. So hopefully that will ease out over time. See, they've gone slower here on the roundabout, so have a look at happiness. Yeah, everyone looks happy. There's no issue. Traffic is about what it's been. So much space to continue here, though, to do stuff. Let's see what we can get when it comes down to some extra stuff. I've got 13 points here. Hospital will be good, I think. No, don't need that. I've already got the university and college. Fire station? I do have basic fire services. Should I get that or should I not? Better prepared in firefighting and rescue, or the helicopter depot. That might be good. It can cover a larger area, but the helicopter depot would definitely be better. I think that's all I need. Should I get the fire station? Police headquarters? Go on, we'll take that. Shall we get the airport? We might look at the airport. Oh, I should have got the subway. Never mind. So, let's see what we've got here. So we've got... Where are we for fire and rescue? Oh, I can't put the depot down. I need more money. Excellent. There's the firehouse. Let's leave that for now. It's looking really, really positive, actually. Quite enjoying this again. It's been a while. So let's break up this road a bit and get a connection in here, I think. Looks like it has eased up a little bit, to be fair. Okay, I could do with a roundabout on that side, I think. A bit of a smaller one. And having just 11,000 people, it's looking quite tight. Oh, so we got, let's see if we can get some more. Should I put some oil in? Yeah, that might be good. I haven't really got a lot of industry in. So this will pick up a few different, we'll put some different industry down. That should pick up some oil-based sort of stuff, I think. So let's bang this in here. So not make it huge, but it'll bring some of them. I'm sure we'll have deficits because we haven't really looked at doing any industry right now. So all right. If I How big that's going to be. I put another one in right next to it. Splits it up. There's quite a bit of oil over here as well. Oh dear. I'm gonna go in there. Yeah, it's gonna hit that. So what if I just stick it next door to this one? Okay, come off that. That's a bit of a bind. I'm going to buy this, although it's a bit of a waste of money because I'm only buying a little quarter of it. Most of it's C. But just need to get this little extra bit done. Okay, a couple of places done there. Probably. Let's see if I can just bang some industry in and it should come out with some oil-based stuff. It's all right. Might actually just reduce the size of this one though to make that one a bit bigger. It's half and half. We've got 6 in there. 6 employees in that one and 2 in the other. So let's try and make that a little bit better. Yeah, it looks better, I think. So we got 4 out of 5 there and 3 out of 3. Yeah, I'll do. And any more? So I've still got some industry demand. Let's see if I can get stone mining, coal mining, ore mining. So I could perhaps get some ore out of here. One thing I just wish they would have done was to make it the ability to hop over roads when you're doing the industry tool. Because it's not ideal. You've got a circle with your max, but you can't get all of that circle because it's on the other side. Yeah, just making this look reasonable at the end of the day. Take it to its extent. Yeah, it should do it. Yeah, there's 32 people there to be employed. I'm literally fine, if you've not noticed already, by the seat of my pants when it comes to design. I'm putting things in as I see it and as I think about it. So, yeah, no real plan. But it's not turning out too bad. I think it looks all right. And again, this is mainly a test. Good map though. I will take a look at the normal mode, and then we'll see what that looks like. And then if there's enough, you know, appetite for it, I might do a whole series on it, depending if you guys are interested in that sort of thing. Right now, this is just, let's see if we can keep going and see if it breaks, which it's doing a pretty good job of holding on to everything right now. Yeah, got some more row houses in here. Just ease that demand up a bit. Let's get some paths in. Excellent. The other thing I'm missing out on this is biking. I mean, everybody's missing that, I think. That was a pretty bad omission as well, to leave out biking, and no input really, to be honest. Not heard of, you know, anything is that they're going to put it in anytime soon. I mean, one thing DLC I'm waiting for quite, you know, was the bridges and ports. I think the bridges are reasonably poor in the game, so I'm hoping that that will come in with some a lot better type bridges. But let's see. Oh, let's put that one out a little bit more. Excellent. Right. Definitely a lot of areas here to break out in. Let's just fill that in. And let's just fill that in. That's not going to fill in, is it? So, not on the roundabout. Okay, so there's plenty of space here to do something with. Definitely need more the standard. See, again, it's just a case of literally zoning a very sort of, not problematic, but it takes a bit of thought, and I didn't do any thought on that one. I just dropped the road down. So you can use the tools to help you. But putting a lot of paths in also helps, you know, put movability for your sims. So let's see if I can. Is this going to work out? I don't think it is it really? So if I, well, just wondering how to do this actually. Should I cut that off or not? I'm wondering whether to move this out so then it lines up, because my OCD-ness wants a straight, happy straight line. So let's do that. So let's get rid of some of this road. Let's get rid of that roundabout there and that there. I don't know why I did that, actually. Yeah, that's better. Now we can bang a roundabout in. Should we have a pretty one? Right, need to get rid of this here, so let's get rid of all that. Okay, it's going to try and zone. So let's take that zoning out, and then it sort of matches what we got everywhere else. Can probably bring that in a bit closer actually, but let's bang a roundabout in our junction here. We don't need to go for a big one here, we'll go for a small one. Of course, it's going to take that out. So let's see if we can fix what we've just broken. We want row housing. And that's that one done, and we can bring this in here. Excellent. Good job. So now, last but not least, we can just get rid of this little line here, and now we can put in our zoning for our low residential houses. Looks better. It's going to be a bit tight in there for traffic, especially initially, but hopefully it'll sort itself out. I think this little experiment has definitely been a success. What do you guys think? It's definitely looking stable. It's definitely looking like there's a lot more content in here now with all the latest updates and packs. You have got this option now of easy mode and normal mode, which effectively is City Skylines at launch, which was easy mode, and then City Skylines when they changed it because it was too easy. So yeah, I think easy mode is too easy, I will say. So let's finish off with some row houses here. And I think normal mode may be too hard, but we can have a look at it. Well, not too hard, but let's face it, the game isn't hard, but you're going to have to rely more on your simulation. You're not going to get money as fast, but it will help you to push you towards detailing while you wait, which this sort of promotes. You keep dropping things down, and no sooner have you grown, you've already got an update and you can grow some more. So yeah, it's all looking pretty good. So I think I'm going to call it a day there, guys. Just fill this part in. Let's see what happens, and I will catch you on the next one. All right, all. Thanks for watching.